Welcome back, fish muggers. Okay, so today is Saturday. Got a little bit of a cold, and I've been trying to keep up with everything, but man, have I learned a lot about doing YouTube videos and video editing and everything, and I really appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. I got a few more subscribers recently, and I'm really stoked. I'm very excited. So today I was hoping to work on and continue the little series that I have going on about the goldfish tank rebuild, but I haven't had a chance to go to the fish store yet to get some hardscape. So we are actually going to do that this afternoon. My daughter works out in that area, so we'll go to pick her up, and then I'll get dropped off at the fish store and get to walk around and buy some stuff. So that'll be really cool. It's also yet another beautiful day outside, and I would love to be working outside to just show you how I was going to do the next steps on that tank. But instead, I decided, well, you know what? While I have time, I'm going to do some maintenance, and so I kind of want to walk you guys around, sort of like a day in the life, if you will. I put one bird outside, so she's not going to be yapping, but we still have the cockatiel over there. Just you hear her, right? She hears me talking, so she's like all happy, or he, we don't know, he or she. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like, I got like a whole list of chores that I want to do today. Usually on Fridays I do I clean my filters, but I didn't get a chance to do that yesterday, so that is on the list. So I go around to the different tanks. I go to the filters that have filters that I can remove and clean and rinse out. I don't do any like crazy cleaning on them. I just get all the goop out, and then I pop them right back in. It's really nothing special. It's just a chore. It's just something I got to do. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the camera. I'm going to walk around to each tank. Oh, look at this. So this is all right. The bird. Sorry. So this right here, I'm trying to like block all the light that's in here. So I made this like little curtain thing that I can roll around, but you still see the light up here. So I don't know. It'll help a little bit right here when I show you this stuff. And then I've kind of turned out the lights in a couple places, and I'm just going to go around. I'm going to tell you what I want to accomplish in each of the tanks. So you see, like, tanks aren't perfect, so there is things that you got to do. And this is really more of a, I'm not going to really be teaching anything. I'm just going to show you guys, like, kind of like what you'd be up against if you had, well, if you had one tank, it wouldn't be this hard, but I have 14, so my chores are a little bit longer than what you would have to do. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's do that. Okay, so this here is the platy tank. I actually call this the platy Playboy Mansion because they like to have a lot of fun. All right, so even with my little curtain doohickey thing here, I'm still getting reflections, so I apologize for that. But let's see if I can't focus in on a couple things. A couple things I want to do on this tank is I want to take out this Vallisneria that's growing in the front. I really don't want it in the front. I don't know if I'll move it to the back somewhere, maybe back over there behind this rock, or if I'll just take it out and save it for a different project. Also, I'm having a real issue with the I don't know if you can see it, but this is, so next to this right here, this right back here is a like a staghorn fern, I think is what it's called, and the blackbeard algae loves it. I don't know why. It must be really yummy. Oh, hi, hey, hi. That's my blue guppy. He won't breed for me. I need him to breed. Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna pull it out. It's looking ugly. I don't know if I can salvage any of the pieces of it and try to grow it elsewhere. I don't know. I also have, I believe this might be a crypt of some kind. And yep, reflection sucks. Yeah, and it has some black beard algae on it too, like right on these leaves. So what I think is I'll trim these leaves off. I mean, I can't really get rid of this stuff. I need to find a fish. Look, it's growing on the rock right there. You see that? So I can't really get rid of this stuff, but you know, I can try to at least lessen it. See it growing on the dwarf grass here? And then it just, sometimes it just breaks off and it floats around the tank. Like that piece right there. All right, so that's gonna be for this tank. That's what I wanna do in this tank. I might take and trim back some of this Java moss. This might actually be Christmas moss here. I'm gonna trim some of that back. I got some stuff up here that I wanna get rid of. Take some of that down and yeah, just, you know, try to get a little control back in this tank, okay? This is the Blackwater, the Pirate Blackwater Cove, or Blackwater Bay. I forget what we called it. Yeah, the reflection, again, sorry. What if I move this back here? This. Does that help? No, because then it all reflects this way, doesn't it? Well, you think I could have done that off camera. Okay, so what I got going on here is some kind of crazy algae. I mean, if you look up, like if you look up here, look in the back right there. See that? And then this like hair algae, especially growing on things. I'm just gonna come in here. Hey, look at the little bubbles coming out of this this plant. Isn't that cool? It's making oxygen. Anyway, as you can see, it's like everywhere. See, it's all over my Anubias there. That's a Anubias petite, I believe. Got some back there. I got it carpeting all over here. I mean, the stuff is not bad. You know, it's not bad for your tank. It's just kind of ugly. You know, I mean, I don't mind it, honestly, but like, you know, I got to keep control of it. So I, you know, I get it out of there as much as I can, and then, you know, I come back and, you know, clean it up about a month later. You know, I don't have to do it very often, maybe once a month. And then I got some, this Amazon sword has some dead leaves, so I'm going to get these out of here. You know, the snails love to eat this stuff. Look, there's a snail right there munching on it. You know, the snails will eat that, but there's a lot of it, so I just want to get that out of there. See how the snails are actually eating that right there? Snails are a good cleanup crew, guys. And I have ram's horn snails. I prefer those over the bladder snails. I think they're just cooler to look at. Hey guys. You know, I did fast the fish yesterday, so they're all kind of expecting to eat right now. All right, and this right here is the Neon Nebula. Lots of reflections. You can see me sitting on the floor. It's awesome. I don't think I really need to do anything in here. I might take some of the floaters out because I'm not getting a whole lot of light through here. But I have had an algae issue in here, so I think it's helping. I'm helping, you know, kill the algae. Not enough light helps take care of that. But there's plants in here that actually need some more light, so I got to find the happy balance. I also need to clean the filter back there too. See the filter? It's like going really slow. And I got a bubbler in there too. All right, so that's this tank. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to clean that filter, and I'm going to, you know, take out some of these floaters and find another tank that could use them. Okay, here's my little 5-gallon. If you remember, in here I have gold tetras, 6 gold tetras, and a little rescue beta. Well, I don't know why he's being so shy, because he's always coming right out in the front, waiting for some food. Here he comes. Hey, buddy. Did I scare you? In here, not a lot to do, but there's a lot going on in this tank. This plant right here is not doing very well, so I think I'm going to pull it out. It's probably not getting the right amount of light that it needs. You can see up here where he just went through, I've got algae, and I've got algae growing on the branch right there. Again, it's not bad for the tank. It just, you know, it just gets a little ugly and it could get out of hand. So, you know, I just get in there and pull it out and do that like once a month or so. So, you know, today's a good day for that. I got some over there too. Like, oh, here, I'm pointing at it now. And, oh, and I have a little issue with this Anubias. I don't know if it's too much light possibly, but that's really bright. But if you see that one leaf that's like really bright in this picture, but right there, it's kind of yellow. And I think it's dying. So I'm going to pull it off. And I'm wondering, you know, I want to save that Anubias. He's only got a couple leaves in there, so I need to maybe consider moving him somewhere else. And then I'll probably, you know what, I'll probably do like a little trimming. Let's see. So I got some plants back there in the back that, yeah, if you see it growing right there, it's growing all the way right there and coming down there. Yeah, I'm going to trim that. I might trim these two guys right here and then replant them down in the substrate. Oh look, this is like my Monte Carlo. I've always had issues with this. I could never get this stuff to carpet. And it's slowly but surely dying down, dying back. I got 3 chunks of it right here. Is it even focusing? There we go. Yeah. Ta-da! Recognize that? So that's about all that I want to do on this tank. Don't need a lot. This is only a 5-gallon tank, guys. All right, so here's the Beta Sorority. Beta Sorority tank is, this is my favorite tank. I love this tank. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, it just looks like a wild forest. And it's wild. So I need to tame it a little bit. A couple of things. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull out this Vallisnerius, the Val grass growing right here on the sides. It's starting to take over the front, and I don't want it to take over too much. I might leave this little guy here for a little bit and let it do its thing, but I'll pull out this one. I got a lot of floaters up here on the top. To get a little more light down there, I'm going to go ahead and remove like maybe half of those. What else? Don't really need to trim anything. I could probably trim this guy. I probably could trim that right there. This one right here. Yeah. Other than that, this tank is pretty decent. I've got an Anubias back there that has a yellow leaf. I'll see if I can't maybe trim that off. And I think that's about all I need to do. This tank looks pretty decent otherwise. I sure would love if my hydrocoil Japan, that's these little 4-leaf clover guys right there. And focus, see them? They're not doing great. Pretty sparse. I would like if they did a little better than that. But yeah, so that's about it that I need to do in this tank. I'll probably go ahead and wash out these filters. So I'll just pull the sponges out, squeeze them out in some water, and then put them back in here. Always a treat to see this guy. Yeah, Clown Pleco. Is that coming in? I can never tell if it's focusing well. Yeah, look at him. He's so cute. Oh, and he's gone. So here's the shrimp tank. I don't really need to do anything to this. Honestly, it looks great. If you saw this in my last video, I mean, if you're even watching the videos in order, you might remember that I had a whole bunch of guppy grass in here, and I pulled it all out, and all I had was this little sprig of whatever that's called, I forgot. It's double in size, and this was just a week ago. I also have this magnolia leaf. Look how much they ate everything out of it. I mean, they ate it out of there. So I'm going to pull that out. It's good to go. I'll put a fresh one in there. I have magnolia trees that grow on my property. There, I moved that out of the way. I never even use this thing. The shrimp do all the work for me. But yeah, I have a magnolia tree that grows on my property, and I just go pick up the old dead leaves, and I hold them for like 6 months before I put them in here. And yeah, then I give them to them, and they just go to town. They can spend almost a month on one of those leaves, and it's pretty much gone. So I guess that's all I had to do in this tank. It's doing really well. All right, here's the red tank. I call it the red tank because I got a red LED up there, and it's for the majority of the red plants that I have in here. But if you see, I I have an algae problem on this super red. So I'm gonna have to black this tank out for a while. Do I need any maintenance on this tank? I don't think so. My red floaters are crazy. Look at this mound of them. This is just, look at this. They're so healthy. They're guys, watch this, watch this. They're growing off the back. They're like, it's the hanging gardens of Babylon back here. Look at this. In here, a little bit of variegated pothos. Just, that's it. Just one little piece. I mean, the piece goes like all the way through here, but these are the only leaves, and I keep pulling them up out of here to give them some exposure to the light. Also have some pearlweed that got out of hand and got up here, started growing in here. But I'll probably trim back some of this moss. If you look in here, well, now you see the reflection of my hand, but see that? This right here, all this moss right up in there. Might trim that back a little bit to get some more light down here. I've got this, what's this called? Purple dragon. It's a crypt, I think. Purple something or another. Really awesome piece. One of my customers gave that to me. I have two pieces. There's another piece of it in my beta tank. I'll probably trim this right here too. Okay. And that's it in here. Oh, and I had an unfortunate death in here. Don't know what happened. I mean, nothing makes sense, but the beta that I had rescued, I guess, succumbed to whatever, illness that it had, and he passed. That was a couple days ago. I was very sad. I thought he was doing really well. And this is the other platy tank, which is serving as the temporary home for the goldfish. What do I need to do in there? Everything. Gosh, look at this. This black-bearded algae is killing me. Look at it all. Like I need a critter that'll eat that stuff, because whatever can eat this stuff is going to turn out to be fat. There's so much of it in there. Listen, put in the comments if you know of like a fish or something that'll eat that stuff. Honestly, killing me. I mean, my only recourse is really to just rip the whole tank down and start over with like all fresh plants, which isn't a bad thing. I like building them. So what am I gonna do in here? I have a mess of the pearlweed that they've been digging up. It's just floating up here. So I'll probably kind of just scoop all that up and put it in a bowl. As you can see, the snails just love it. Look at the snails all right here. They just get up in here and they just eat this stuff. Why won't you eat the black-bearded algae? Probably clean that filter. It's been a while since I've done that. And yeah, I'll probably, I can sit here and just pick this stuff out. It just floats. It just floats around. Look, watch. I'm gonna put my hand in here. Look, see? It's just floating. It's free floating. I just pull them out. It just grows just like that. You see that? Look at that. It's all over the place. Please help me. Tell me what will kill it. Or eat it. I don't know. Without putting chemicals in here. I don't like putting chemicals in my tanks, guys. So that's that tank. So that's what I'm gonna do on that one. We're in my office. I'll just spin around here. I already did some maintenance on this. But on this tank I have the Awasi filter. There you go. See, and this thing's great. But when it makes that little noise you hear, yeah, when it's making that, I know that it's struggling. So I need to pull out the pre-filter. So right there, that guy with the blue button, that is the pre-filter, and this is like one of the best filters. I love this filter. Some people hate it. Some people, some people love it. I don't know. I don't think there's anybody in between. That pre-filter and the built-in heater right back there. My finger's kind of pointing to it's behind the pre-filter right back there. That in itself, it's all nice and self-contained. I pull the pre-filter out and I just clean that. That's it. I don't have to pull this whole unit out to do work and maintenance on it. I mean, if I do that, it's probably like every 3 or 4 months. That's about it. So that's what I'm gonna do on this tank. I know that it needs to be done. What else in here? Someday I'll just redo this whole tank. I know it's coming. You know, it's got like this algae issue that I've almost taken care of, but it's ruined a lot of the plants. So I might just redo the whole thing. I wouldn't mind not using this is the black blasting media. So I wouldn't mind just changing out all of that and making it white sand instead. So I might keep the same format because I like this flow. Like I like the rocks over here, and I like this flow, but I might build it up a little bit more somewhere. I don't know. I haven't decided. I know that's going to be down the road, but you guys will be there for it. Promise. So that's the cichlid tank. And here is my beloved guppy tank. These guys are awesome, and they're beautiful. Look at them. I hope it focuses on them. There's so many of them. But all the really cool variations of the colors are just so much fun to look at. Like, this is one of my favorite tanks, believe it or not. It's a total mess right now, but I just love just sitting here watching these guys and picking out my favorites, which tends to be like 10 of them. Almost all of them. I'm like, oh, I like this one and I like that one. Yeah. What do I need to do in here? I bet you can tell. Guppy grass. The guppy grass is going nuts in here. Guys, buy my guppy grass. Anybody that's local, I got it. I got lots of it. The shrimp, love it. All right, so let's see the shrimp. You guys want to see this? This is cool. I've shown you this before. There's a ton of them in there. I was just in here the other day and I saw one with babies. I mean, you know, babies, eggs. They call that buried. When they have eggs, they're buried. I guess buried? Buried? Like a strawberry? Berry? Wonder what that term is for. Oh, hi. You just hanging out? You waiting for the food to fall, aren't you? I'll probably clean this filter. It's another hang on the back filter. Guys, you don't need any special super crazy equipment. This filter right here is $16 up at my, well, I don't know if I can say the name of the company, but you know, at the fish store. Yeah, I think I got it right here. It's by that company, Top Fin. So what I'm going to do in here, guppy grass. I gotta pull that out, like a bunch of it out. It's taking over. It's crazy. I keep putting it off. I procrastinate. Keep putting it off. I procrastinate too long. I might just let this stay the way it is. Yeah, I don't think I need to trim that. Look at all the shrimp right here. No. Oh no, you guys have witnessed it here. I think that's a dead fish. I think it's my pleco. Oh crap. No, he's just stuck. Oh guys, I gotta hold. Okay, I'm back. Man, I wonder how long he was stuck in there. There he is. He's an albino bristlenose. I got him out of there. They're munching on something back there though. What in the world? Maybe the camera will pick it up. I wonder if I had a little fish die or something. All right, I'll take a closer look at that. It's strange that there's a whole bunch of shrimp just hanging out right here. This is not usually where they hang out. So that might actually be something. Yeah, that might be like a little dead fish in there. I mean, it happens. It probably happens more than I even noticed because there's so many of these guys in here. And you know, they could probably end up eating them before I even see it, you know, that it happened. Yeah, I can't keep up with them. You know, there's so many of them. But you know, I mean, it's the circle of life, guys. It just happens. You know, one fish dying here and there, it just happens, guys. When you have this many, it's unfortunate, but it kind of sucks. At the same time, you want them all to live forever, right? But they don't. And that's the sad part about this hobby. But anyway, I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna get that guppy grass under control and see if there's anything else. But I think that's really the majority of what needs to be done here. and of course the filter, as I said earlier. Okay, fish muggers, well, I got work to do, as you saw, and I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and see how much of that I can knock out, and then maybe take some progress pictures later, tonight, so you can see the differences. You might have to go back in the video to see what it looked like before and after. I might try to capture that and just kind of show. I don't think it'll be anything too drastic, but it's a lot of work to do, so I need to get busy. Thanks. So here's something pretty cool, guys. So when you're cleaning your sponges out, just rinse them in tap water and then squeeze them out. And this dirty water that it makes, if you have houseplants, you feed that to your houseplants. Your houseplants will love you for it. I don't have enough houseplants for all the dirty filters I have, though. So I told my wife, I said, you need to buy more houseplants. Huh? How about that? Anyway, so that's a neat little tip. Hey guys, so it's the next day, and that big chore list that I made yesterday, I didn't even get to start on it. So I'm way behind. Today I'm going to clean the filters. I've already started on this tank right here. This tank's kind of a nightmare, so I think I'm going to just be doing this almost all day. I think I want to take this grass and plant it in the back behind this piece of wood. You can't even tell it's a piece of wood. There's a rock over there. There's a rock over here. You can't see them. So I might do some little rearranging and try to make this tank look a little bit better. And then I'll just get to all the other chores. But dang, I'm sorry. This video might take a few days to make. Oh, hold on a second. I'm gonna show you something. Look at this piece of spider wood I got at the store. So I did get to go shopping yesterday, and I found this piece. I might have to cut it or something to make it fit in that 10-gallon tank. If I cut it just right, I could use like 2 pieces of this. I could use it twice somehow. I'll have to study it, but yeah, just take it downstairs to my saw and cut it up on the bandsaw. But yeah, and that look pretty cool. Can't wait to use that. Hey, and guess what? I bought more fish, so I might have to just go around and show you the other fish. And I got some Amano shrimp. That's new to me. I've never done Amano shrimp. I got 3 of them. I put them over there in the 5-gallon tank. Hopefully the beta won't go after him. So far, I think I've seen a couple this morning. They're kind of hiding, so hopefully they're all in there. But yeah, my first time having Amano shrimp, believe it or not. I've always wanted some, and I'm like, you know what? I mean, I didn't get them because I thought they were kind of, ugly. They're just gray, so they were kind of boring. I always wanted like the colors and stuff. But I was like, I've heard so many good things about Amano shrimp that I decided to go ahead and get some. Oh yeah, so after we went shopping yesterday at the pet stores, we ended up seeing this cover band. It's AC/DC cover band. And I think they're called Back in Black or something, but they were awesome. And then we ended up going and singing karaoke at this little place there in town, and I did that till late. So yeah, I didn't do any chores yesterday. So sometimes you just gotta go have some fun, right? Okay, well, let me get to work. I'll try to take some little shots here and there if I get a chance. All right, I don't want to make this video too long. Okay, see ya. All right, guys, so the more I work on this, tearing all this stuff down, going through here, pulled some plants out, it's made a mess. I decided I'm gonna go buy another tank that'll fit right in here and just start this over. If you remember, this is the tank that had this crack back here. If I'm gonna go through all this and work on all this, I might as well just start it all over. So I'm gonna go buy another tank. I'm gonna stop what I'm doing on this, put the filter back in because it's all cloudy in there. It looks like a mess. I don't know if you guys can make that out in the shot here, but I mean it's settling a little bit. But I'm gonna get another tank. I'm just gonna start over. So we get to do another build. So I gotta build out the goldfish tank. I gotta build out Blackwater Cove, and yeah. So there's gonna be a lot of video editing. So anyway, I'm excited. That'll be great because this is exactly why I wanted you guys to come here, is so I could show you how to do that stuff. So I'm gonna leave it on that. I might just go ahead and do that later on this evening and take care of all, or at least half of all the other chores that I listed for myself. I mean, I think I can make a dent on some of this stuff. So I'm gonna start like over there and work my way around the house and just take care of the stuff that really needs to be taken care of, like the filters. So I'll catch back up with you guys. All right, I appreciate your patience. Thank you. Hey guys, I wanted to take a quick opportunity to show you this filter. This is my new favorite filter. I got a light on it because it's kind of dark under here. Like if it's like that, yeah, it's dark. So this is the Awasi Biomaster, I believe it's called, and I forget what size. Like there's 250, 350, 450. I think it's something like that. I'll put a link for it. But I absolutely love this canister filter. It not only do you have all the media inside of it, but I think I've already mentioned it in a couple other videos, is that there's actually the I don't know if you're going to be able to make it out because my camera does weird things, but right here the heater's built into it, and this is the pre-filter right here. And I want to give a quick demo of this pre-filter because I don't have to take the whole canister out just to service it. I just take this piece out right here, and it's so easy. I'm done in like 10 minutes, you know. Maybe every few months I'll take this out and then go look inside of it. But when I've done it, it's been almost clear. The pre-filter is doing everything. This pre-filter right here is doing everything. So I'm going to try to set the camera up, and then and then I'll give you guys a quick little demo of it. Okay, I got all set up. So hopefully we can make this out. I set up a little light, and I'm just going to give you a quick demo. Now, on this, the first thing you got to do is unplug it and unplug the heater. Don't leave the heater going when there's no water flowing through it, or you'll melt the baskets inside. I actually have another one of these that I bought on Marketplace where the guy had done just that. Now I was able to cobble it together and then buy a couple extra pieces that had broken and whatnot and turn it into another filter, a functioning filter for me. But yeah, I just noticed that that's what he did. So do not leave your heater on. Unplug it. I'm gonna get a new power strips where I can just hit some buttons to turn it off. It'd be easier than unplugging, but in this case, I'm just unplugging. And that's just me being incredibly lazy about it, right? I mean, how much effort is it to unplug? But okay, so anyway, like I said, this is the pre-filter, this is the heater. Now the way you do this, and I had already started, right? So this is the lock position for this. So you got to move these first to the unlock position. And my challenge to myself is to always try to see how many drops of water I can not drop anywhere. Like I want to get to a point where I do this like perfectly without spilling any water. All right, so now you move this little lever right here. You move it. Yeah, look, it popped. It popped earlier too. So and then that's it. That's it. It just popped just a little bit, right? And sometimes if I'm really careful, and actually I was screwing with it a little bit before I started filming, so it might have been my fault anyway. But sometimes I can just do this like perfectly, and then I just lift this up slowly, because some of the water will drain out of it. I can hear it. Well, you can't hear it now, because there's like a little flap on the underside of this, and I have just enough room that I can lift it all the way up to here, and then I take my bowl. I got a little bowl here ready to go. I can hear it trickling a little bit still. Bing. And there. And that's it. I take this to the sink and I clean the little filters. You look inside of this. Watch this. I wonder if I do this here, I'll probably make a big old mess. Let's see. There we go. Look at it. So that's the pre-filter. You guys see it okay? Yeah. I usually just do this in my sink. And these are like little pieces. They just come off like this. See, there's 4 of them. See that? And then I just rinse these guys out. And there's hardly anything on them. Look at that. I mean, if I squish this right here in the bowl, I'm not going to get that soup. Oh, yeah, I will. Okay. Yeah, and that's it. That's all I got to do. So, yeah. and then you put it all back together. You do the whole reverse, and you turn the thing back on. But you do have to prime it a little bit because there'll be air inside of here. Then you prime it, and it shoots air bubbles all across the tank and everything. And the fish just run through them and think it's great. And I don't know if they think it's great, but I think it's great. Okay, so I'm gonna go clean that and put it back together. Yeah, I guess I'll show you that too. All right, so I'll leave this all set up. Be right back. Hey, I just wanted to show you this real quick. The kids haven't done the dishes yet. I'm kidding. That's not what I want to show you. Look. They have one job. Everything. No, I'm just kidding. They're supposed to do the dishes. But here, I'll show you. So I'm cleaning this off in the bowl. Now you remember when I was I think I did a little quick clip where I was showing, hey, take this stuff and feed it to your plants, right? There's another little thing too, like that I like to do. And I think you'll just notice it while you're washing it. Look how black that is. That's it. That's just the water from the tank, from that container, and into these sponges. I call this fish poop tea. But this stuff is really good. Now, I mean, it's really good for your plants. Don't drink it. However, you can smell it. I know, it's crazy. I'm all kinds of messed up, but it's just something that I've noticed, whenever I work on these. To me, like, if it smells like dirt, then it's good. And see, it's turned to dirt because the beneficial bacteria in your tank has broken down the waste and turned it into dirt. Kind of like critters that live in logs outside or whatever, when they're eating all the old leaves and stuff, that turns into dirt. When worms go through the soil, they poop out dirt. Well, do they? But yeah, I mean, those castings that from worms are used for plants and stuff too. So this is the same concept. And to me, yeah, if it smells like dirt, then it got something going on. And I never smelled anything other than dirt. So I imagine if it doesn't smell dirty, then you might have a problem with your water, or you might not have enough bacteria. So I just kind of wanted to say that, like, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. But I mean, that's kind of a trick that I use. Okay, so you guys can make comments below if you like about what a nut I am. All right. Hey, another thing, guys. I use regular tap water to clean these out. I'm trying to make it hot water, just to rinse them out. You're not going to kill enough bacteria in here to make any damage. Also, since the water, even if it's chlorinated, whatever, you just wring them out, and it'll be such a negligible amount of chlorine that you don't have to worry about it. I've never had to I don't use RO water or anything crazy like that. I'll just take these guys in here, swish them until they don't turn the water chocolate brown, like coffee brown. And when I got it to that point, I just put it all back together. Just wring them out really good like this. There we go. See? They're pretty good. Good enough. And then I put the whole thing back together and I put it back in the filter. Looks pretty clean to me. That's it. It's ready to go. It has like a little water left up in here. If you can get it all out, keep you from making less of a mess. Okay, here we are, back in the other room, in my office actually, and this is the cichlid tank, by the way. So this is the one that has it's a 55 gallon. That's why I have such a big canister filter on that. But I'm going to show you how to put this back together. Super easy. Hopefully you can make it all out without all the shadows in the way here. But I do know that there's like a notch here and a big one right here, like this little, I don't know, this lip, like a lip there, and there's a small lip, and I know the small lip goes this way. So I just remember that. Otherwise, you got to look at it to try to remember that. But I do this enough that I don't need to. And it just fits right into place, and you feel it push down, and then you lock it, and then you should be able to tug on it, and it doesn't go anywhere. Look, no drips, nothing. It's clean. He says as he dries everything off. Yeah. There you go. Do not undo these while this is in here. I did spill some earlier when I was trying to set up for you guys, and I'm just cleaning that up. So I cheated a little. It's not gonna hurt anything. Okay, and now I put this into the lock position. I can push down on the primer. Maybe. Usually I gotta get up on my hands and knees because I had this on a tripod on my office chair. Yep, and then you'll hear a little bubbles. There they go. Hey, I want to show you guys something that happens that's kind of weird with this. When I first turned it on. All right, yeah. So this is all ready to go. Okay. I'm gonna plug everything in, but I want to. Oh, sorry, doing that again, huh? I'm gonna set the camera up again, and then I'm gonna show you when I turn this on, it shoots all kinds of stuff. Oh, and I'm pointing up there where you can't see, but it shoots all this stuff out, and it's like this white filmy stuff that must be building up inside of the tubes or something. You never see it when it's working functionally normally, but it's only after I do the change that it shoots all this stuff out, and I don't know what that is. If anybody can comment down below and give me some ideas, but it's like white, and eventually it just goes away, like it dissolves or something. I don't know. Let me set up. I'll show you. All right, here we go. About to plug it in. I'll lift this up. How's it coming? The way the camera faces, I think I got it in there for you guys. And I think I got to prime it a little bit more too. Takes it a little bit to shoot through. But yeah, see this white stuff? Actually, it's coming out already. But it'll be a whole bunch of it. And then for a little, like, you know, you clean the filter, and then for a little bit, it's just nasty in there. I'm priming. Camera's probably shaking. There it goes. There it goes. Well, I primed again. It's shining. Usually I'm priming a lot more. I'm trying to make it prime less so that you can actually see it happen. Hey, wow. Look at this little guy right there. Can you guys see that? I got a little fern growing on the fern. That's good. I like that. Well, what do you know? It only did a little tiny bit. But you know, so before I've seen it like do a whole lot of that. You know, where it just looks like a snow globe in there. It's crazy. I don't know what the stuff is. Maybe some kind of protein buildup or something. I don't know. Anyway, tell me what you think. All right, I got more work to do. So that's the end of that. Love that filter. Love it. Hey guys, just wanted to show you this real quick. I was working on the shrimp tank here, right here, and I thought you'd be interested to see how this this magnolia leaf ended up. Look, they ate all of it. This takes like a month. Here's a good leaf right here. I'm gonna put this in there, replace it. Look, it's shiny. This thing, I've had it out for, I don't know, half a year, so it's nice and dry, and there's nothing gonna be alive on it. And then they'll just eat all that stuff. I actually grow magnolia trees in my yard, so I get these leaves for free. You could probably find somebody that has them and just buy them. But the shrimp love them. Snails will eat them too. But yeah, you can see here they literally pick it clean. It's so cool because like when I mean they really did this one right, but sometimes you could just see all the veins and it looks kind of cool. I should take one out and just keep it. But okay, I put that leaf in there. Case in point, look at these guys go to town. They came over here to just check it out. Look, here go the backside too. Look at them all. They love these things. And that'll take them like a whole month. Just picking at it and picking at it. So I'm gonna end things there. This video got really long and I did a little bit of editing and I thought, you know what? I need to break this up into 2 videos. So we're gonna call this part 1, and then in part 2, I have a very special surprise that I would like to share with you guys. So if you would kindly tune in to the next video, I'll try to get that out as quickly as possible. Of course, the other projects are still on hold. The goldfish tank is on hold. My wife is on the way home now with my new tank for Blackwater Pirate Cove tank. And so we do have some exciting new stuff coming in the future. No lack of videos or anything to put out there. I'm going to be super busy. My cold has gotten worse. If you can hear that in my voice, I mean, I'm like, I'm trying to get over it. You know, it got worse yesterday. I might be on the tail end of it. I don't know, but it has made things challenging for me. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I appreciate you tuning in. Please click on part 2 and see what I have. I'm going to also show you all the new fish I got.